Okay. So any doubts or anything, please put it on your one place. So we'll discuss tomorrow. So tomorrow mostly it is what is VPN and some troubleshooting things. So Saturdays there are not, we'll see. Okay, depends upon Saturday. Okay. So today we'll see this cloud model only. Okay, guys, we have seen what is cloud, what is the use of cloud, and cloud models, public cloud, private cloud, and hybrid cloud. And there is a cloud advantages like what is high availability, scalability, elasticity, and agility, geo distributions, and disaster recovery. Okay, these are the main cloud properties. Mainly like scalability and elasticity. The scalability and elasticity is the main cloud properties. Auto scaling, auto elasticity kind of stuff, auto load balancing kind of stuff is very important. Next one is operational cost and capital cost. You want to maintain a private cloud, so you have to maintain both capital cost and operational cost. There is a capital cost and operational cost on your maintaining your own infrastructure or you are maintaining private cloud. In a public cloud usage, so you need to put any money on capital cost and operation cost becomes zero. Okay, so no need to pay, no upfront cost is there, no need to purchase any costly infrastructure which is you are not using full-fledged. Next is we pay only for what the resources we are using and we stop paying once we are not using. Okay, so this is up to here we discuss. Next, cloud service models. Next one is cloud service models. What is cloud service models? Our main important cloud service models are infrastructure as a service, platform as a service, software as a service. And this is the very big one, which is we cannot able to fit here. Text is big one, but the matter is as usual. So each one is there is some kind of explanation part is there. So we'll see what it is. That is. If you have been around cloud computing for a while, you have probably seen platform as a service, software as a service, infrastructure as a service, acronym for a different cloud service model. It is not required. The models define the different level of shared responsibilities. These models, this is important. These models, okay, these models define different level of shared responsibilities that for cloud provider and cloud tenants are responsible for. Okay. So I'll cut this point so then it is you get some space. Okay, so these are acronyms for a, so that is enough now. So these are acronyms for different service model. These models define different level of shared responsibilities. That is important. So okay, it means you take a infrastructure as a service. You take a infrastructure as a service. Then what it is? What are the things you will getting? You take a platform as a service. What is the services you are using? Software as a service. What you are getting from it? Okay. Infrastructure as a service. Okay. So you are asking a infrastructure part. This cloud service model closest to managing physical servers. As a server, guys, simple. You want to deploy an application or you want to use an application or maybe a client, your client required to use an application. Okay, so we'll come from that one. So it's a normally there is a very big explanation is I will give but I changed my pattern in this one. Okay, but still there is one point we should not miss: what user is getting, why we are using, why we need this infrastructure to provide a service. Whether you maintain an infrastructure or you take infrastructure from the cloud. Okay, but what is the use? To provide a certain service or to do something which gives a service to a user. So we think in a user perspective and admin perspective also. In generally, I want to provide a web application, web services, or something service like a WhatsApp kind of services, or a Microsoft Team kind of services, or maybe an application services or application deployment. First of all, to develop it, so we need a layer by layer. So first of all, we need a hardware. We need a hardware resources, CPU, RAM, disk we require. We need an operating system. We need a operating system. On top of operating system, we need a certain applications to do run this kind of our application. Network, storage devices required. Network connectivity, storage devices required, right? So this is we are maintaining. As we said, these are very difficult to maintain because you have to pay for an infrastructure cost, means hardware cost, operating system, managing applications, storage are very challenging in the physical environment. So what we done, so we are going to the cloud. So which part you want to manage, that part only will take it. Okay, so you cannot maintain the base hardware, you can't maintain the operating system, or maybe you cannot maintain the storage devices, you cannot maintain the networking components. So which we cannot able to maintain, leave it side. What we can able to maintain or what we can able to do it, that service only will take it from that one, or which is more easy for us, that we will do it. So that's why it is cloud and cloud service models. Infrastructure as a service, platform as a service. Okay. We'll come back to this picture again. So it is closest to managing physical server. A cloud provider will keep the hardware up to date, but operating system maintenance, network configuration is up to you as a cloud tenant. Okay. For example, Azure virtual machines are fully operational virtual compute devices running Microsoft data centers. The advantage of this cloud services model is rapid deployment of new cloud devices. 1 second, guys. Yeah, okay, record is going on. Okay. Setting up a new virtual machine is considered faster than procuring, installing, and configuring physical server. As we simple, I need a machine. So in a cloud, I will create a virtual machine. I'm not maintaining that hardware part. Okay, means main basic data center, the server hardware part, or virtualization platform, or operating system platform, means virtualization platforms, hardware components, physical hardware components. I'm not maintaining. Just I go to the virtual cloud, I create a virtual machine. I'm managing operating system in the virtual machine and applications in the virtual machine. The network connectivity of a virtual machine I am maintaining. So I will decide how it is there. How much big virtual machine is required, how much CPU is required for virtual machine, virtual CPUs, how much RAM I want to put it, how much storage I want to put it, how much storage I want to put it. Okay, how many network connections, public or private connections. Okay, what kind of applications required, I will download and install in these applications. I run this virtual machine whenever required. I do the work like I work in my computer. How I working in my computer, or maybe how I work in my server, how I work in my Linux machine. The same way I do it in this virtual machine only. But this virtual machine runs in the data center, but I am not maintaining that data center hardware or virtualization platforms or their storage devices, their networking connections. I'm not maintaining any physical infrastructure. I will only the responsibility to maintain virtual machine and virtual machine related. That is a infrastructure as a service. And as a user of the cloud, what I have to maintain, that is only. Okay. Next is a platform as a service. Here it is see different level of shared responsibility that a cloud provider and tenant. What is cloud provider is maintaining, what is the cloud user is maintaining. This cloud service model is managed hosting environment. The cloud provider manages virtual machines, networking resources. So cloud server provider managing virtual machines, networking resources, and a cloud tenant deploys their application to managed hosting environment. For example, Azure App Services provide a managing host environment where the developer can upload their web applications without worrying about physical hardware and software requirements. What is a platform as a service? We'll see again. Guys, in infrastructure as a service, we don't worry about physical hardware maintenance, physical network maintenance, physical storages, which is maintained by service provider. In infrastructure as a service, we start with a virtual machine, and we are maintaining virtual machines, virtual hardware related. So we should know the virtual hardware related information, the storage information, okay, the storage part, network part, OS, and application. And we want to develop an application, so we develop an application afterwards. First of all, virtual machine. Then I'm developing an application in the virtual machine. I run a application in this virtual machine. As like I configure this application and running. It can be a web application or website related or anything. Okay. But here in this one, platform as a service, we don't worry about anything. So we directly start develop our own application or deploy our application, start using our application on the environment. So you don't worry about anything about a physical hardware of like a data center hardware components or virtualization platforms or storages or a network connectivity. You don't worry about it. And we don't worry about what is this virtual machine, what is the virtual machine required hardware, operating system, supporting runtime environment, or we don't worry about networking connections. Directly we can start doing application. Okay, that is example is Azure App Services, AWS, Elastic Beanstalk kind of stuff. What is this? App services or Beanstalk? Very simple, guys. I want to create an application. You just will take the requirements. What is requirement? I need a Java support, or I need a Python support. I need a HTML support. I need a PHP server. I need a Tomcat server to run these things, or maybe I need a MySQL database or Oracle database. I need a JDBC. or I need a per Python, I need another database connectivity. This is I want, and I will run, I will do it on my, I will create an application, I run the application, I test an application. Okay, so that environment I required, I will take it directly. I don't worry about what is the machine configuration, what is the operating system, what is the required hardware. I don't worry about what kind of network connectivity, what is your physical environment and virtual environment also. I don't worry. I take the environment and develop an application. I use the platform to build and deploy the application. So that is a platform as a service. Okay, last time I explained, I think so. Okay, but point is that time I didn't give any text. Now we have a text, so you can do it. Software as a service. Software as a service and compared to application platform as a service, you can see. In this cloud service model, the cloud provider manages all aspects of application environment, such as virtual machines, networking resources, data storage, and application also. The cloud tenant only intended to provide their data to the application managed by cloud provider. Example, Office 365 provide fully working version of Office 365 that run in a cloud. You all you need to do is create your content. Office 365 can take care of everything else. Very simple it is. In this one, you no need to worry about managing the application also. You don't need to worry about your physical environment like a physical hardware, virtualization platforms, data storages, SAN storages, network, physical network, anything. You don't worry anyway, because that's what cloud means. In that one, again, you don't need to worry about the virtual machine, networking connection, operating system, hardware requirements for running this application. That is also you don't worry. And how to maintain this application development or application maintenance, we don't worry. Just we are access application and we give the required details for based on the application, like Office 365 direct access. You can go and use Office 365 like that. So of course I have created a table here, but I'm using, I created table, but I am using Office 365. Only thing is what is my work, I will do it. I don't worry about how to install this Office 365 application or building that application, accessing related security kind of stuff. I don't worry. Simply there is a user account login and you can able to access. So that is software as a service. That is software as a service. Guys, understand what is infrastructure as a service, platform as a service, software as a service. At least understand certain points here.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so this is a certain diagrams. It is infrastructure as a service. What we are not maintaining is like we don't worry about a physical data center. Okay, that building and all, networking, firewalls, securities, we don't worry. Servers and their storages, we don't worry about. But we create a virtual machine operating system, and their deployment. You can install applications inside. What are the required application you required, like a development tools, database management kind of stuff. You will put it and you host the application. Okay, these things you should worry. I put a line. This is infrastructure management person will do it. Infrastructure as a service means you don't worry about this one. We'll worry about this one. I'll put it in a different way. It is. We don't worry about this. We worry about this. Platform as a service. Even you don't worry about what operating system, what kind of virtual machine, what is their infrastructure, like what is, how many CPUs are there, how many number of cores are there, how much RAM we are using, how much data how much storage we are using. We don't worry. We simply what is the required development tools, database structure and all. We do it and we host an application, we use it. Okay, it is like a, guys, self-cooking and going to hotel and eat and you get a food ready, made food kind of stuff only. We can say you cook food, then compulsory you have to purchase one by one, right? So it is now cloud kitchens also came. The concept of cloud kitchen is also relating here. Like you want to cook, like you need a gas stove, right? Stove, gas, and of course the materials, everything you have to purchase and you have to cook for one single person. That's like a single this stuff kind of stuff. But you want to provide a service like a hotel service, then you should build your own kitchen. You have to cook food. You have to purchase the materials. You have to responsible to purchase the required material, food items, and you have to maintain that infrastructure, all kind of stuff like a kitchen and gas system and airflow, all kind of stuff, right? So that is you have to maintain. But now it is a kind of cloud kitchen kind of stuff. So what is this kind of stuff? It is you know to maintain your kitchen. Simply go. What are the requirements you have? So like what you want to cook, you'll go and cook it and serve it and bye bye. So you are using infrastructure, but you are not maintaining any infrastructure. Simply we use it. That is a infrastructure as a service. And but remaining is your vision. Okay. Next one is ready-made cook. Next one is ready-made food is there. No? So like you can purchase packed food kind of stuff. You take it, put it and heat it and use it. Okay. So maybe you can see there is a frozen foods are there. Okay. So you don't worry about where it is cooked. Like you don't need to worry about how the this cooking and all kind of stuff. What it is, we'll take it, heat it, or you put something, the mixer in it and start using it. So we don't do all base process. We directly start using it by putting something in it, like putting on a stove or oven. So food will be ready. And this is you order a food from hotel, like a Swiggy. You order a food. Yeah, it's a 1 o'clock. Now I'm talking about food. Everybody's getting hungry. So don't worry. So it's about to finish and there's a 5 more minutes are there required additionally. Then so maximum 1:30 I will try 1:40 max, very late also. Okay. So don't worry. So keep your hunger aside. Okay. Don't worry. So you order a food from Swiggy. Food will be delivered. You start eating. So you don't need to cook, right? You don't need to cook. If you order a food from outside, it is you don't need to cook. Just you have to start eating. You order a pre-pack. Means just a packed food, packed kind of stuff. Means like a Maggie kind of stuff. Already the main process is completed. Just you have to put in a oven or something like you are just heat it. Okay. So I went to one place like in my room only. There is one Venki's kitchen. There is one that is chicken keema. So you don't need to do anything. Just take it, put it in a oven or put it in a pan. Put it in a slim. No need to add any water or anything. Just heat it and use it like a platform as a service. So you don't need to worry like bringing the main ingredients and cooking. That entire process you don't need to do it. So you can take it and start using it. Okay. So just you have to do something for that. Infrastructure as a service. Infrastructure as a service means you're already having infrastructure, then you can start. Means here you should know compulsory how to cook. Here you should know how to manage the cooking. Here it is how to eat. Okay, that's the difference between infrastructure as a service, platform as a service, and a software as a service. Guys, understand at least some point? Are you getting hungry otherwise? Okay, so here one by one, so much is there. It is IA infrastructure as the most flexible category of cloud service. It aims to give you complete control over the hardware and run your application instead of buying hardware with infrastructure as you can rent it. Instead of buying a data center, you can rent a data center. So what is the advantage? No upfront cost, no capital cost, agility, and you can manage what are the infrastructure means the about a virtual machine, operating system, application, everything you can able to manage kind of stuff. Responsibility model appliance user manage maintain services kind of stuff. Consumption based models, skills, no deep skills are required to deploy use again kind of stuff. Cloud benefits and flexibilities. Okay, so you need to know how the data center works, how network connections, or how what we can say, mm, the SAN storages, NAS storages, this kind of stuff works. We don't need to worry. Simply, you will go and create a virtual machine and start using. Platform as a service, it is also more better, means you need to maintain the virtual environment operating system. You don't need to worry. You can start working with your tools, you can start doing your work. Okay, but that's one. Okay, so this is, there is a disadvantage is also there. Okay, there's a certain disadvantages are there, but you can try it. Already I said I will cut out here. So there is a comparison between most flexible cloud service, and you configure and manage, sorry, infrastructure as a service, most flexible cloud service. In a platform as a service, we focus on a application development, not focus on a about a virtual machine, what is the virtual machine kind of stuff. We don't focus on it. Software as a service, we don't focus on it. Application development, we start using application by paying it. You configure and manage hardware for your application. Platform manages, it's handled by cloud provider, means you configure and manage hardware for your application. Like I want to run an application, so I should know the basic requirements, hardware requirements to run that application or build an application environment. And for example, I want to develop an application, I must know what kind of setup I required, how many, how many CPUs power required, RAM requirement, disk requirement, operating system requirement, that I should know in an infrastructure as a service. In platform as a service, we just handle the application, means you must know, like I know one person is know how to develop an application, but don't know any hardware related stuff. So that's kind of stuff. Okay, platform manage is handled by cloud provider. Okay, the what are the platform requirement, like machine requirements like CPU power or disk usage and installation of applications. It is completely handled by cloud provider. Only thing is we should know how to build it or deploy or kind of stuff. User pay for software they use for in a subscription model, like Office 365. Just you have to pay the Office 365. You can start using Office 365 products. So you don't need to know how to build an Office application and how to run in the platform or how to maintain the data center. Not required. Okay. Okay, I'm not taking these points, only I'm taking this cloud service model. This is enough. Okay. The last one is only the picture and service providers. Who is providing services? That is, we'll see. This is checking point. Okay. Okay, if you copy like this, then we cannot able to do anything with this text. It is like a picture. That's the problem. Okay, whatsoever it is. Whatsoever it is, guys. It is point. See, it is on premises or a private cloud. You have to maintain storages, networking components, computing components, your virtual machines, operating systems, runtime environments like Azure, Python, or like that. MySQL, all these applications, data, and access. So everything you have to maintain either on-premises servers or a cloud, private cloud. The service provider has to maintain everything. Means we should provide, we should maintain as we are user. In an infrastructure as a service, so service provider maintains your storage devices, networking components, your CPU kind of stuff, means your computation power. Compute means not only CPU, guys, CPU, RAM, these are all comes under compute. Okay, this will be maintained by service provider. And as a user, what should you do? You'll create a virtual machine. We take operating system and we install the required applications and runtime, and we start using. Okay. In a platform as a service, so of course, service provider, cloud service provider maintains storage, networking, and computation, plus virtual machines and their operating system and runtime environments also will maintained by service provider. What you will maintain? So just you use directly, like I want a MySQL database. I want a Oracle database. I want a, some Docker application. I want a Kubernetes application or a Terraform. So directly we start using it and we build based on it and we can deploy. This is a, for example, platform as a service for a software developers, direct only software development part. Person knows only software development. Okay, this person knows like a software development or software administration part like that. Infrastructure as a service, people who knows like the whole machine and managing deployment and all kind of stuff. And what is software as a service? You don't need to know how application will work, how to manage the application, a runtime environment, or the dependent operating system, virtual machines, computation, network, and storage. It directly access your applications. So these are the chart. You manage, cloud service provider manages. Yeah, what is serverless computing? So this is serverless computing part. Platform as a service, software as a service. So we don't require any server to run something. Like a PaaS. Serverless computing is comes under PaaS and SaaS kind of stuff. Enable developer to build application faster by eliminating need for them to manage infrastructure. How much RAM is required, how much storage is required, I don't worry. I start developing and building and deploying applications. With serverless applications, the cloud service provider automatically provisions, scales, and manages infrastructure required to run the code. Serverless architectures are very highly scalable, event-driven, are only using resources when a specific function or a trigger occurs. It is important to note that servers are still running code. The serverless name comes from the fact that the tasks associated with infrastructure provisioning, managing are invisible to developer. Something it is there. Okay, so that is enough, more than enough. Anyone will try to answer these things? You have to guess an answer. That's it. Okay, so I will remove. So 4 questions. Anyway, I will put it a original one, that part. I removed answers. This is the first one. Okay. Which of the following choice is not a cloud computing category? This is not a cloud computing category. Anyone? All are silent.
Network as
Okay. Yes. PC in software as a service, infrastructure as a service, network as a service. We didn't hear, so we put it that one into the point. Okay. Next, which of the following statement is true? Okay, with the operating system operating expenses, you are responsible for purchasing and maintaining your computing resources. With operating expenses, you are only responsible for computing resources that you can use it. With capital expenses, you are only responsible for computing resources that you can use it. Capital expenses for purchasing resources. And if you are using resources, that is operating resources. Okay, so capital for a purchasing, operating for maintenance, but operating is not for purchasing and maintenance. Okay, so this is not. So responsible to use, this is not. So both are not. Then this one is mostly correct. This is the correct. Got it? Answer, guys. Capital for purchase, operating for maintenance. Okay, operating in this one, operating it is showing both, so it is not. And in this one, it is showing capital for use, so it is not. So definitely maybe this one, but we have to confirm only responsible computing resources to use means maintenance or use user cost, it is operating. Which of the following is not the type of cloud computing? Public cloud, private cloud, hybrid cloud, and distributed cloud. Which of the following is not choice? Okay, it's just a choice, not benefit of cloud service. It's not a benefit. Scalability is a benefit. Disaster recovery, geographical isolation, and high availability. Which one is correct one? Scalability is a benefit, right?
Yes.
Disaster recovery, high availability.
Also benefit.
Geographically distributed, not isolated. Isolated means in one location. Okay, it means all servers in the like a one place, but it is distributed over all site, right? So it's a geographical isolation. Okay, just for you, I will give same thing with an answers. So this is a knowledge check. So where you find an answer or a correct wrong answer, that kind of stuff, you can get it from there. What it is, Control Z. Control Z. New slide. This is the best. So test your, yeah, these questions also from that Microsoft learning part only. So you can understand. So why I told that one, because so basic one or two questions about it is required to make you that like I learned this one. So initially I selected this disaster recovery. It's showing incorrect. Cloud computing provide a wealthy of different technologies that enable disaster recovery. Geographicalization, you can choose create resources in a single region. However, one of the primary advantage of cloud computing is geographical distribution, not a geographical isolation. You can create all in one single location or different location. It is a distributed. Distributed clouding is not a type. You only responsible for a use part, okay? And of course, NAS is not a category. Now, don't worry, guys, it is not finished. Okay, of course, there is a summary is also there. Here it's a summary. Okay, what is a private cloud? What is hybrid cloud? If you want a links for this one, also you can go through this kind of stuff. Okay.
Sir, if we complete the course, will they provide certificate?
It is a module-wise certificate. Okay, I will show you the certificate also. Why it is showing like this? I need to. Okay. I will show you that one once again. Why this is? Why? Okay. Yeah. Light is good. No additional. Of course, additional thing is there. This is now good. Yeah, I will show you that one, guys. Sorry. It will become bigger, right? So I will show you the completed batches. So you can see this is my completed one, and this is also completed one. I think so. learning paths. Yeah, it's learn. You can go to learn directly. And in Azure also, and when I'm reading about Azure, so that's I found why it is distributed computing. No, not like this. Okay, they said they will provide some kind of environment. Means normally you want a Azure cloud. If you want a Azure cloud, so you have to purchase. Means you need a credit card, phone number, email ID to enter into Azure cloud. So you'll get some free kind of stuff. You can use it. Okay, certain few kind of stuff, free kind of stuff you will get it, and you can use it. That like that you can learn, practice. Like that you can practice. But in this one, if you keep going, so you will get some environment, so that's you can able to use it. Okay, so I am going to learn. Okay, select a learn part. Once you are completed a course like this, okay, so you can see once I completed these parts, once I completed, I will get a kind of batches also. See where it is certifications. Yeah, this is a certification learning, means course for certifications. This is browse certifications. Why I'm not getting what I want? Yeah, very good. Profile. This is my account profile. So 2 batches I earn because I completed only 2. So you can see this. You can print it if you want. You can print it. Like this it will show. Successfully completed this concept like this. This is a, who is this? Who is this?
Microsoft CEO.
Very good. Okay, it's a Microsoft CEO. Okay, you can print it. Like this 2, I got it now. Okay. Of course, I have certificates. Okay, I have other certifications. This certification I have written examination. Okay, so this is a server virtualization with the Windows Server, Hyper-V and System Center, Windows 7 configuration, and same certificate. This is Server 2012. If you click on View All, then we will find all these things. Server 2012, Server 2012, MCSC 2008 Active Directory part. These are certifications I have done. Okay, see. Okay, so past examination. This is a current examinations. This is certification, but these are the batches. So once you are completed, so you can easily complete it. And so no condition kind of stuff. So once completed, you will get it. One more is there, that is separate. This is only I'm talking in a Microsoft manner. In Amazon also you can learn. So you can go to learn, you can freely learn the things. You don't require a AWS account. Just if you have any Amazon login account, or you can create a new account to log in. No phone number, no credit card requirement. For all, this is also for from Cisco official site. Once you complete a course, you'll get a learning certificate kind of stuff. Skills for all. You can learn lot of courses freely. You can go to category. So these are all cyber security, introduction to cyber security, networking basics, IoT, cyber security essentials, Python essentials 1, Python essential 2 also given. Both are free courses. Okay. JavaScript is also there, but not there added or not now. So packet tracers, anatomy of attackers. Okay, like this kind of stuff you can try. Simple account. Simple, you can use normal any account. No need to pay. to use. Okay, I will add. I have a mainly network Cisco Network Academy account is there, so I will change it. Guys, these are all links to know about each and everything. Also, you can try. These are all having a links. You click it. This is the link. Just copy it. Open the link. You will know what it is. Power of private public clouds. Okay, these are the reference links. Same way in this PPT also we have a reference links like this. Azure fundamental models, researcher, Azure, and there is a knowledge check. So what do you mean by cloud computing? Delivery of computing service over internet. Which of the following is not a feature of cloud computing? Limited pool of services, unlimited pool of services means lot of services are there. Limitless pool of raw computing, storage, network components kind of stuff. Okay. So what is not a feature of cloud computing is limited pool of services. Faster innovation is feature, speech recognition, voice recognition, all are we can able to implement inside. Okay. So you need to purchase a Azure account before you can use Azure resources. False. You can use free account, and also there is a Microsoft Learn sandbox to create a resources. So you need to really not required to log in. But I have to do it, but I didn't done it. Last part in this one, guys, please, last part, because if I said tomorrow means already we are delaying, and luckily morning only my laptop is not working. So luckily, because of after starting class it is not working means it is a big problem. Guys, cloud service providers. Lot of cloud service providers are there. I am writing only few. One is AWS from Amazon. Amazon is an organization. Cloud services AWS. Microsoft Azure. And Google. GCP, Google Cloud Platform. Oracle Cloud Infrastructure. Yes, from Oracle also you can learn these things. Okay, so it is not overseas kind of stuff. It is Oracle Cloud Infrastructure. Oracle Cloud Infrastructure. You can learn freely. You can try freely also. Okay. Learning is there. Certification is there or not, I don't know, but learning is there. Hands-on labs, certifications, tutorials, can find it. Okay, start learn now. So this is another free resources, guys. Where are we? Here. In this one. Okay, Oracle Cloud Infrastructure. Okay, not only this, guys, IBM is providing. Okay, Ocean Digital. Okay, Amazon Cloud, Ocean Digital. So many are there. Yeah, I will give some few things, guys. Salesforce. So I will give an example for this one. Software as a service. Best example for a software as a service is a Salesforce. Microsoft 365. Dynamic 365, Google Docs. Okay, so many software as a service, including ServiceNow. Okay, so lot of services are there. Software as a service so many are there. Okay, next platform as a service. Like you are accessing any platform as like a Microsoft SQL server. Database servers are like this, like from Oracle. Installed in basis from cloud. From cloud, you are accessing direct to Microsoft this or Oracle 12C kind of stuff or 18C, 21C. So directly from Oracle, you can access the Oracle. Oh, try free lab. Okay, I open this one. Okay, from Oracle, you access a direct database services. You can access platform services. You can access. Okay, so that is one of the thing is platform as a service. Services. See, business analysis services, compute services, platform container and function services, database services. So I can create a database without downloading application in my local PC. Directly I can start using database services. Okay, like that. Tools. Infrastructure as service is a common in anywhere. So what is the infrastructure as a service, guys? So mainly it comes under compute part. If you go to compute, what do you find in a compute? All are infrastructure as service, mainly virtual machines, EC2, or we can say it is EC2 part. Storage in AWS is S3. In Azure, Bulb. Okay, and AWS EBS, Elastic. No. Block storage, correct. Okay. Storage related services. Cloud storages are different. Cloud storage is different. Cloud storage services from cloud is different. These are cloud storage services from the cloud. Okay. Cloud storages are different, guys. Cloud storages are different. OneDrive, Google Drive, okay, iCloud. These are cloud storages. These are the storage services from the cloud. Azure virtual machines, AWS EC2. These are the compute service. Simple. Go here. No need of any login kind of stuff. I will tell you very simple. Go to this products. Go to compute. See it is EC2, auto scaling, app runner, batch, elastic beanstalk, lambda, and light sail. These are all infrastructure as service, or I can say it is compute services. We can go much deeper, but we don't have a time. This is a database services. See it is DynamoDB. Okay, RDS. RDS means MySQL, PostgreSQL, Oracle SQL, SQL servers, MariaDBs. You will get it. Developer tools, Cloud, the Code Guru, correct. This is a new one. Cloud9, Cloud Shell, Cloud Build, Code Build, Code Commit, Code Shell, Code Artifacts. So these are all used to develop a code, deploy a code, continuous integrations, continuous build, continuous deployment kind of stuff. Okay. Front end web and mobile application related kind of stuff. IoT support, containerizations, container part, elastic container services, yeah, blockchain analytics services, network services. Route 53 means DNS service. VPC means it's a connecting services. Cloud Fund means access and delivery content services. Okay. So these are all different. So even Azure, okay, I didn't open the Azure platform, but you can go to Azure also, you can find what it is. Okay, guys. So first of all, who are the cloud service providers and what are their services and their domains are important. Is their domains. Domains, cloud domains, service domains. So domains are like a compute. Second one is database, storage, network means from cloud person. So what are the services they are providing? What is their names? Domains means name of the services and are a category of services. Like a compute means about a virtual machines, right? Like Azure VM or AWS, same thing EC2. Okay, EBS, elastic beams, right? Auto scaling, database services, RDS services. Okay, Aurora. In RDS services, important in an RDS is a MySQL database. MySQL database, Oracle database, MS SQL server, MariaDB, Aurora kind of stuff. And next, NoSQL services like a DynamoDB, okay, Cosmos DB, NoSQL services means no RDS type of services. Cosmos DB. Okay. Storage, S3, EBS. So many others are there. VLO, so many other services also. Networking services. Route 53 means DNS service. Okay. And VPC service. Virtual private connection services. In CTGs. Networking services. I'm telling in a overall way. Content delivery service. CloudFront. Okay, CloudFront is a service direct connector. Content delivery system and messaging. As SQS kind of services. Okay, backup related services. Snow mobile services kind of stuff. Name is changed, but I cannot able to do anything now. Any other services? Of course, remaining we don't require compute, container service, of course, database service, storage service, S3, EBS, EFS, the services. Okay, backup services. Backup is also inside only. Okay, IoT. Next is networking services. Remaining are just additional points, but here it is very important. So we'll see the storage. We can also better. There is a backup services, messaging services. At least needs to know what is these services. What is this? Okay. Okay. No problem. Guys, these are the different domains at least to know. It's 2 o'clock. Sorry. Guys, what is the cloud computing? Important points once again. What is cloud computing? So delivery of computing service over the internet. What are the computing services? Servers, storages, databases, networking, softwares. Okay, this kind of stuff. Okay, so cloud computing is why it's typically cheaper than maintaining our own data center, because as a single user or a organization, so you can use any cloud services based on a pay-as-you-go type. In a cloud, we have 3 different models: public cloud, private cloud, and hybrid cloud. Okay, so and we have a certain advantages are cloud computing, because it's a high availability service it is providing, and scaling, elasticity, agility, geo distributions, and disaster recovery. Okay, so we have 3 service models: infrastructure as a service, platform as a service, and a software as a service model is there. Okay, and next one is, so what is the infrastructure as a service, platform as a service, and software as a service? First one is like we'll go to from bottom to top kind of stuff, like a software as a service, accessing a software directly, like a Office 365. Okay, like a direct accessing of application, not thinking about their base runtime environments or operating system or hardware or physical hardware, data center, networking components. Okay, we don't manage anything. So simply we start using application. Platform as a service. So we develop application runtime environments, application related things, uh, platforms that we will manage, but not managing the bottom requirements to what is a operating system, virtual machines, their physical infrastructure components. We don't worry about those things. Okay, infrastructure as a service, we can start building, like to, if you want to run an application, or you want to build an application, or you want to manage an applications, we will install into a one virtual machine, and then we manage the machine, operating system, and the applications. So that is the difference. Different service, cloud service providers are there. If you want, you can put any one name in this list. So more important, like AWS, Azure, and cloud, Oracle. I put a public cloud service provider list. Public cloud layer. Private cloud also there. So private cloud also you can list. You want to build a private cloud, that is also we can put it private cloud. You want to build a private cloud like a VMware. It's an organization providing virtualization platform and other kind of stuff. VMware is providing cloud platform. Microsoft is also providing private cloud platform. Okay. And Citrix organization also providing cloud platform. Okay. So different platform like vSphere is a hypervisor, vCenter, vCloud. We realize different tools are there. It also Hyper-V is a virtualization platform. SCVMM, SCAC, SCDPM, SCSC, service management, SCSM. This is also Xen servers, kind of stuff. Yeah, one more is important one is that is open source one is there, that is open open source is a open source private cloud platform. If you want about a private cloud, you must know the requirements for a private cloud part. Okay, so that's a point I want to. Just for understanding the spaces only. Okay, guys, that's it for today. Any doubts or anything, please tell me. Exhausted?
Yes, sir.
Don't exhausted. Okay, so just I want to give some information about a cloud. So for at least you can, but tomorrow one more class is there. So we'll see anything doubts, guys, compulsory. Gather all your doubts or questions. We'll discuss tomorrow, or I will tell some troubleshooting things. Then we'll finish tomorrow. Okay, or I will arrange some interview questions like mock interview. I will try. Okay, I stop recording.